we can ignore all the speeches. I have already checked, so nothing interesting.
Hang on, somebody's getting tangled up in my headset. Come on, mate. You go to your... There you go. Okay. Sorry, we're off.
Okay.
So is Hunter. Sunday.
So on Sunday, monitor the IMF meetings, of course.
Done.
On Monday, we will have monitor the two Chinese trade balance.
Yep.
Then monitor the Euro-German Bundesbank monthly report.
Yep.
The US dollar federal budget balance.
So not that one?
No, it's way less important.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the Kiwi CPI quarter-over-quarter all-time frames.
Yep.
Monitor the Aussie monetary policy meeting minutes.
Yep.
Monitor the Chinese GDP quarter-over-year.
Yep.
And I think this is it for Monday. Yeah. On Tuesday, we have the 2 Eurozone economic sentiment, so under H4.
Yep.
Then we will have the Kiwi GDP price index, all-time frames.
Yep.
And that's it for Tuesday.
Okay.
On Wednesday, not a lot of news. On Wednesday, we will have I will monitor the pound CPI year over year and the core CPI year over year, but simply monitor.
Yep.
I will also monitor it's the final CPI for the euro, so let's forget it. So monitor the pound 10-year bond auction and the euro-German 10-year bond auction.
Yep.
Then with all time frame, the CAD CPI month over month and core CPI month over month.
Yep.
And then I will monitor the US dollar housing starts.
Okay, hang on. So there's the housing starts.
Housing start, yeah, to monitor. Yep. Monitor the US dollar crude oil inventories.
Yep.
Monitor the US dollar beige book.
Yep.
Then we have the yen trade balance all-time frames. Then we can watch the Aussie employment change and unemployment rate, but it's not a very big one. So under H4 will be enough. So the two news, Chris, the two news.
Yep.
Yeah.
Done. Yep.
And that's it for Wednesday. On Thursday, so we have the Swiss trade balance, all-time frames.
Okay.
Now the RBA annual report is the annual report. It's not very important. So the trade balance for the Swiss all-time frame, the euro current account all-time frames.
Yep.
Then we have the US dollar Philly Fed manufacturing index under H4. I will still monitor the unemployment claims for the US dollar.
Yep.
The existing home sale you can forget. Then we have the US dollar natural gas storage to monitor, the Kiwi trade balance all-time frames,
yep.
The GFK consumer confidence for the pound to monitor, and I will also monitor the yen national core CPI year over year.
Okay.
That's it for Thursday. And on Friday,
hey, Kenton Rodolfo.
Yep. If you want to scroll down the calendar.
Initiating scroll.
Okay. So, yeah. The pound retail sales month over month under H4.
Yep.
The CAD retail sales and core retail sales month over month under H4. And that's it. Now, the consumer confidence for the euro, it's not useful.
Okay. And nothing here. Cool. Okay. So the reason that we go through this is so that you know which times to avoid and times to watch for. So anything other than monitor, we recommend that you, mainly primer people, don't place any trades 1 hour prior to the news coming out. and get out of it within half an hour of it coming out, simply because if there's a surprise when the news comes out, it can cause volatility in the market and cause price to spike up and down. And we want you to protect your account, so that's why we ask you to be careful and stay out of it. There are different flavors of news, though. All time frames applies to any time frame that you're trading, up to the sort of the daily. Under H4 is for anything up to the H4 time frame, so kind of obvious. The monitors are just to be aware of, so that you could deepen your knowledge of what's going on around the world, so that you've got a better grip on the fundamentals. And up here somewhere, the news that comes out on various currencies has a different impact depending on the other currencies, depending on which currency it comes out on. And I want to say currency one more time. So if news is coming out on the big pairs, the big currencies, Euro, the US, and the Yen, it doesn't matter what pair that you're trading, even if it doesn't have a Euro, US, or Yen in it, it can still get impacted. And you can see this with the non-farm payroll. There's news coming up on the US, it can be a surprise, and it can cause pretty much every other pair, what used to cause every other pair to have a little dance for a while. On the smaller currencies, the Swiss, Aussie, CAD, and the Kiwi, if news comes out on those and the currency and the pair that you're trading does not have one of these currencies in it, then you can pretty much ignore that news event. But be careful if it's an interest rate hike, or is there another really important one, that news event, Eusebio, that you'd have to be careful with the smaller currencies?
Sorry, Chris?
Okay. If there's an interest rate hike coming up, or if there's an interest rate event coming up on one of the smaller currencies, then treat it like a bigger currency.
Oh, yeah, indeed.
Yep. But what's another news event that would warrant that amount of?
No, it's pretty much the interest rate.
Okay, cool. Just checking. Thanks.
We may always have some exceptions, but not with the news release. We may have, for example, a politician taking a very, very special decision, making a very special declaration, and so this can shock the market. So,
yep. I did see. Sorry to go off topic here, but see Britain's in a bit of quandary at the moment. Yet still.
Yeah. We got, in fact, a very nice example Friday with the pound. There was somewhere along the day a news with the Bank of England, and around 1 hour before the Bank of England news, the Prime Minister and the Chancellor have made an announcement that they were freezing the tax cut plan. So postponed for later. And so this has shocked the market, and we have seen a big long bars in the opposite direction of the trend in all the pound pairs. So, and many stop loss have been hit at that moment. So,
okay. And sorry, what I was going to go on about was an Aussie, with a pound.
Yeah, take for example the pound US dollar.
Yep.
And where is this spike?
There's one there. That one?
No, it's this one. This one.
Oh, sorry, I'll give you the mouse.
This one. I don't have the mouse.
You have the mouse now.
Ah, okay, it is this one.
That spike. Yep.
Yeah, and this one was the Bank of England announcement or intervention, I think, or a bit later, somewhere in this area. But this one was the consequence of the declaration by the Prime Minister and the Chancellor. So, who has been fired a few hours later, by the way.
Yeah. And I saw, if I can find this very quickly, and it's coming up, this one. It's not very nice, but the Star put this out and said, can she outlast the lettuce? Anyway, so we'll see if she lasts out the week. I've heard some people saying she won't be here next for the next scrolling party, but she might hang in there. Anyway, okay. So back over here.
And so this is the kind of event you will be informed of only if you have a news feed, as we have already talked last week or the week before. So a real-time news feed. This news has happened in the news panel of Forex Factory, but a few minutes later, so after the long bar. And so it was completely worthless. But with a real-time news feed, so we had the news a few minutes before the long bar. It took some minutes for the market to react to the declaration by Truss.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Well, I suppose that's normal, though. A bit of a surprise. They have to figure out what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So back on the regular news events, if there's something that's scheduled that's coming out, and it's not an interest rate, and it's on one of the smaller currencies, then, and you're not trading a pair that has one of these smaller currencies, then you can afford to keep trading through that news event and just keep an eye on it. But it's unlikely that a surprise coming out on the smaller currencies is going to impact anything else. But having said that, New Zealand did bump up their interest rate at some point. And I watched the pound dollar take a quick sort of do a swerve around the road because it got such a fright. So even the small currencies can still impact the larger ones. Anyway, that'll do. The top pairs for the week are these ones. Let me pull this up. So still trading in the 2,000 range, which is nice. Sometimes we were lucky to get above $1,000 for the average daily range. And let me just grab this. So you can see the range has been getting larger and larger. One of those and one of these. Okay. For the past year. Hopefully it continues because it produces some really nice moves through the week. But here's the top 10 pair, and I've selected down to US yen Eusebio.
US yen, that's perfect. Can you show me some pairs lower?
Yeah.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Okay. So we've got the top 10 pairs, and then I'll put these ones up above. Okay, Craig. Sorry, Craig's just posted something. Okay, don't know why. We've got these pairs here, which if these ones are too jumping around all over the show, like the pound has started to be recently, then you can switch down to the lower pairs. Still not as much money. Excuse me. Craig, you're posting the paid levels back to me. Is there a change in them? Do I need to use your ones versus Eusebio's before I send them out to everybody? Let me know. And okay, back over here. So we've got the top 10, which are the best movers, and then these ones down to here, which are less stressful, less money, but easier to trade, perhaps. So I'll be posting those on the website as well. And what's going to happen now is Eusebio is going to do, yeah?
Yeah, and I will consider today not the top 10, but the top 11, because I would like just to see to include the euro-yen in the top list. Yeah, because the euro-yen should be or could be a very interesting pair to trade this week, to trade short this week.
Okie doke. So what we're going to do now is go through the news for the week and match it up with the top 10 pairs that Eusebio has come up with. Sorry, that I've come up with. You can't mouse and talk at the same time. Hang on, let me get this. Right, So we're going to match up the top 10 pairs with top 11 pairs with the news to produce just a smaller range for each day. And so Eusebio, on Sunday we've got, and I'm only picking anything that's not a monitor, and between 5 p.m. the previous day and 5 p.m. today. So on Sunday there was nothing, and on Monday up to 5 p.m. There is nothing. So,
however, I will still include the Kiwi, Chris, for Monday because it is the CPI, which is an inflation report, okay. And so there may be some expectation during the day. So I will include the Kiwi CPI on
okay, sure.
Monday. So Kiwi, so here, Kiwi. Okay, so the choice will be pound Kiwi, euro Kiwi. Pound Kiwi, euro Kiwi.
I can't find one. Okay.
Pound Kiwi, euro Kiwi.
Yep.
Then pound US dollar, pound Swiss. Pound US dollar, pound Swiss.
Oh, that'll do.
And then pound yen, pound CAD.
Okay, so leftovers from Monday is still the Kiwi.
The Kiwi, yeah.
And on Tuesday we've got the Euro.
The Euro, so Euro, yeah.
And the Kiwi again.
And the Kiwi again, so, okay. So we will have the Euro Kiwi, pound Kiwi. Euro Kiwi, pound Kiwi, like Monday.
Oh, okay, thanks. Helps.
Yeah. Then we will have the Euro pound, Euro US dollar. Euro pound, Euro US dollar. Euro pound, Euro US dollar.
Yeah. Getting there.
Yeah. And then we will have the Euro yen, pound US dollar. Euro yen, pound US dollar. Euro yen, pound US dollar.
Okay. So leftovers from Tuesday, we've got the Kiwi again.
So the Kiwi again, so Kiwi, okay.
And we call it that because it's tentative. It comes out in the afternoon, so we don't know if it's prior to the 5 p.m. or after the 5 p.m. that it comes out. Most times
it's usually around the Wall Street Open, sometimes a bit later.
Okay. Anyway, we've got the Kiwi. And on Wednesday, we've got the CAD.
The CAD, okay.
And that's it.
Okay, so we will have the pound Kiwi, pound CAD. Pound Kiwi, pound CAD. Pound Kiwi, pound CAD. Then Euro Kiwi, pound US dollar. Euro Kiwi, pound US dollar. And then we will have, so pound Swiss, pound yen. Pound Swiss, pound yen.
Okay. And leftovers on Wednesday are the yen.
The yen, so yen, okay.
The Aussie.
The Aussie, okay.
And then on Thursday we've got the Swiss.
The Swiss, so Swiss, okay.
The Euro.
The Euro, and euro, yeah.
US.
The US dollar, so US dollar, okay.
And I don't know if you want to include the
No, the
Kiwi.
trade balance, no.
Okay, right.
There is way less expectation on the trade balance in the market. So we will have, 3 pairs for the first choice. So euro US dollar, Swiss yen, euro yen. Euro US dollar, Swiss yen, euro yen. Swiss yen, euro yen. Swiss joy, is that a new currency perhaps?
Yeah. Only if it goes up.
Then we'll have the pound US dollar, pound Swiss, like Monday. No, second block.
Yep.
And then we will have the pound yen, pound Aussie.
I don't think we've got one of those. Okay.
So pound yen, pound Aussie.
Right. And leftovers from Thursday are the Kiwi.
The Kiwi, so Kiwi, okay.
And on Friday we've got the pound.
The pound, so pound, and the CAD. Okay, pound, CAD, pound. Okay, so we will have pound Kiwi, pound CAD. Pound Kiwi, pound CAD.
Yep.
Then we'll have pound US dollar, pound Swiss. Pound US dollar, pound Swiss. Like Monday, second block, yeah.
Yep.
And then we'll have pound yen, pound Aussie. Pound yen, pound Aussie.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, saving. Cool. Okay, good. Then I'll be putting these up on our website. And let me see, where are we? Here we go. So on the website, it looks like this. We've been through the longer term issues prior to the session starting, and there's no change to these. So I'll alter the dates. The last thing that was modified was the Credit Suisse coming up due to possible bankruptcy. The news items themselves will be here to watch for. You can call them up each day. And here's the top 10 pairs. And then underneath that is the shortlist for each day. And then less stressful items will be listed down here. And if you're confused about things, then there's a bit of a blurb down here on how to use the NewsWatch list. But if anybody's got any questions, just ask. Hey, Stefan, nice to see you. And I think that's it for the NewsWatch. There's one more piece, though, which we will hold over for the Max people, and it's the Eusebio's general outlook. So the difference between his weekly outlook, his detailed outlook, and the news event calendar is the news event says these are the items to watch for. So we tell you, be careful of these items. For the Maxes in general, we have a general outlook, which gives you a reasonable idea through the week of which direction the pairs might be trading in. And with Eusebio's pair bias advantage, you get an even more detailed, pretty much early view of which direction a particular pair would be trading in. Okay, and that's a subscription service to get into that one. So that's Eusebio's pair bias advantage. Okay, no questions, and otherwise we plow on to the next piece. We'll come back and do the general outlook later.